Mm. Good morning, everybody. Sabko mera namaskar. This is International Master and Fitness Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Session to this intermediate training session. So I will be discussing. You have to find the correct move in end game and middle game positions. Let's start with one game, a position that White has a clear advantage. How should White progress? Hello, Om Desai, Bashal Parikh, Suresh Bhai Chawda. Good morning. Akshar Jala, Brandesh Parikh, welcome. Suyag Patel, all good morning and welcome. Position material is equal. We have six pawns each, rook each, and now white has the move and white has the advantage. What would you do? Somebody has to suggest me a move. White has the advantage. How would you plan? Everything changes if it is black to play. But white to play, white wins the game. Black to play, it is unclear. No, check is not correct move. Not the best move. Not the best move. Mohit, you find out better way. No, check is not the best move. In end game, it is different from middle game. So here the method is more important. You gain nothing out of check. Rook check, king e7. Another check, rook d7. The king pawn ending is nothing. No progress. No, rook c7 is also not working. On rook c7, you can play rook to, you can say b6. No, it is not working. Bakchandani, it is not working. Mohit stream comes out with the correct answer now. On his second attempt, the correct answer, b4. The point is b4 is correct. You are creating a target. No, I think it's sorry, it is black to play. I mean, now b4. B4 is the correct. B4 because now if you take the pawn, it is an easy target for me. If you take the pawn, rook will come, or maybe I will come rook check. Now king pawn ending you can't play, winning. You can't play king pawn ending now because this is a ready-made target. See, earlier what happens when you give a check, you will come rook. Now take this. This is not winning at all. The king has no entry. The king, white king has no entry. And now if you come, enough to draw. No win. So it is not at all any chance. So it is better you create a tactical target. Takes rook into should win. Now we have a pass pawn ready-made. So black has to come, take the pawns. The end game, the element of time, because now white is far ahead already. Black has to come, capture the pawn on king side, create a pass pawn. Three moves. Check. Mate. This is a mate threat. Mate threat now. One by one. Over. So it is important that we should find correct moves. Okay. Let me give you some positions. Let me give you some positions. Let us say king a1, king h8, rook g1, rook h2, knight f2, and knight b4. And there are pawns d6, b7. That's it. The position is white to play. Let us do few end games. What would you do? Every diagram I will give you at least 3 minutes. Your time starts now. Three minutes for each diagram. No, not correct, Mohit. Your notation is wrong. Notation is wrong. Ng4 does not work. You will have a rook check and rook. Ng4 does not work because of rook a2 check and rook h8. Not doing anything. If you play Ng4, you will play rook check and rook. Nothing. You have no threat. It is white to play and win. No, it is not working. If you play d7, I will play knight and Ng4 rook check. Maybe here rook coming. This move. This is enough. No, what I will do here. Maybe here rook. Rook here is enough. This should be enough. On knight f6, I will play rook. Oh no. On knight f6. Maybe here, what can I do here? What can I do here? This is enough. This is enough. On knight here, rook check. Rook. Enough. So, no, 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 no. Rook C1 does not work. Rook C1, it doesn't work. It's a draw. It's a draw. You can give a check and collect. But now knight will come. Rook versus knight, it is a draw. Not working. My point of giving you the diagram, many times you are very close to win. You have to keep your nerves very cool. You must totally focus on the position and the themes. Your mind should be crystal clear. Okay. No, this does not work. This does not work. Here, rook check and rook knight f6 does not work. No, this does not work. Yes, there comes Om Desai finally find. But all this thing, you should not do trial and error. You must now act like advanced players. D7 is correct move. Now only move knight and now queen. This cuts out the defense. Now, for example, now if you try, rook here, it doesn't work. Now rook attack, suppose. This is not working, double attack. This is not working. Knight to f6, rook g7, rook h1 mate. So this is the only move. And now the point is, after rook checking, there is nothing. And this does not work now. This is the point. So you have to give the pawn, then only you win. So this is important. Good morning, Vivan Visal. So you need to cool down. Okay. So the next diagram I will do. King e2, king d4, rook c5, and knight h4, queen f8, and pawns a3, b2, h2, b6, d7, f7, e5. This is the position, I guess, right? And yeah, white to play. Yeah, it is white to play. White to play and win. Yesterday I did queen versus rook and knight, rook and bishop. Today I am giving you this position. Here white dominates. The rook and knight dominates the black queen. Suresh Bhai Chawda says rook c8. Good move. The queen cannot go anywhere because you go to any square, any of the square, because this knight will fork. So you will take it. In end game, the method is important, but it is not practice. Knight f3. What is the idea? Knight f3. No, it is not working. So you play rook c8. I will take it. You have to always think ahead. Rook c8. I take. Knight f5 king. Because the king cannot go to any of the square. Any of the square, there is a fork here or fork here. So I go here. Hello, Bhavesh Bhai. Good morning. Vice President of All India Federation. Welcome. કેમ છો ભાવેશભાઈ મજામાં? Welcome to our stream. No, the point is you have to notice now Suresh Bhai Chawda, you have to give the check. Check king, knight into king into. The king pawn endgame is winning because already there is a pass pawn and a new pass pawn is coming. Two pass pawns. So h4. Now the square. The king has to enter the square quickly. Now the king has to enter the square. Suppose king has to enter. But now second front. Both pass pawns. The king pawn endgame is winning. Now he cannot control. the pawn is running away. Or you come, the pawn is running away. So it is forcing a king pawn endgame. Rook check, the only move, knight, now pawn knight check, take h4 winning. So three cheers. Three cheers to Bhavesh Bhai. Okay. Next diagram. Samdani and Samdani, brother, sister, welcome. Kian Shah, welcome. So, queen c3, queen h1, and d1, and knight a3. And then pawn c4. So, here white to play and win. White to play and win. I guess there is a pawn. Hmm? No, there is a pawn here. There is a pawn. I have made a mistake. The king should be here. The pawn is not there. Yeah, this is the position. Yeah, okay. Welcome, Birabhadra Singh and Ruhani Asudani. Hello, Swayam Das. White to play and win. No, not working. Not working. Not correct. Welcome, Your Highness Prince Gandhi. How are you, Your Highness Prince Gandhi? No, not correct. Badly placed. You take advantage of this. Take advantage of that. You have to snare a mating net. You need to snare a mating net. Mating net में डालो. No. Queen D2 and B2 not working. Not working. Mohit not working. You know, very simple. When you need to a mating net, you have to control the squares around opponent king. वेलकम दबंग मकवाना या पंचाल. आपको ओपोनेंट का किंग के चारों तरफ घेर लेना है. कंट्रोल ऑल द स्क्वायर्स अराउंड द किंग. वेलकम आदि जैन. अभी देखिए, नाउ दिस स्क्वायर दिस इज कंट्रोल्ड. किंग कैन नॉट कम. सो यू टेक कंट्रोल. दिस इज कंट्रोल्ड. सो यू टेक कंट्रोल ऑफ दिस वन. This square he is running away. So queen. Now suddenly this is control, 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 and he cannot come because of a check. He cannot take because of a check. अभी द किंग को घेर लिया है. अभी किंग को पास एक ही स्क्वायर है. नाउ किंग कैनॉट मूव. अभी the queen cannot take it. So what will he do? Now if he will move the knight, then knight check, the only square, checkmate. Check and mate. And if you play pawn push, in this case, I will give knight check here. Because now this knight check is bad. Knight check is bad. So I give other knight check. The forcing king. Here it is a checkmate. And here he loses the queen. Loses the queen. The point is, the queen takes away squares around the king. The king cannot come. Now, if you knight check, checkmate. Or if you push the pawn, I will not checkmate, I will win the queen. You make a room, now check, you cannot come, checkmate, and you cannot come, you lose the queen. Of course, it is a technical win. This is easily winning. Waiting net with little material. Okay, I go to the next game. Next diagram, king c4, king a4. Very few pieces. The queen g8, queen a1. And we have got knight h1, knight h1. And now he plays queen a1 and knight f7. And pawn. What else? That's it. That's it. The, the king should be on d4 or e4. Where? Let me see. Yeah. This is the position, and it is white to play and win. Array, there has to be some pawn. There has to be a pawn here because this is in check. Mhm. There has to be a pawn here. This is the correct one. White to play and win. Hello, Udit Kamdar. Welcome. Queen g4. Okay. Queen g4. My answer is 4. I cannot go. I cannot go. So my answer is forced. Black is forced to go e3. आगे क्या है? आगे बोलो. No, no, no. Now you should see the either it king will get mated or he will lose the queen. One of the things, mate or queen. Welcome Parv Thakkar and Chris Panwar. Hello Ramakrishna, welcome. Queen e6, not correct. Mohit, think again. Parvat Thakkar, welcome. Hello Ramakrishna. Mohit is not correct. Think again. The point is, white is winning. I have already given you the hint. The king is getting mated, either the mate or you win the queen. For example, here the king cannot go to the square because check will come. So the king is forced. Now you have to take advantage either mate or the queen. Okay. Mohit stream says queen g3. Queen g3 check. Now if king cannot return because check, he has to go here. Now check, he has to go. Check, he cannot come. Checkmate. Or he goes here, it is checkmate. No stopping mate. Mate cannot be stopped. White is winning. That means when you give a check, he cannot come. The only move. Only move. But then, but then you give knight check. The king cannot go. Now the king cannot go anywhere, only one square. Check. Now only square. If you go, knight check, forcing the king, and then check. Winning the queen. Winning. So the whole point is now this check, check, you get mated or you lose the queen. Alright, next. Yeah, white to play and win. Yeah. Hello, Devers. Welcome. No, Mohit. Think again. Not correct. Not correct move. Queen e3 does not work. Devers, even Queen a1 does not help. Queen a1, I will play king into pawn. I will just take the pawn. No, nd3 does not work. nd3, king d6 will come. You give a check, you will support the queen. The point is, you put the black king into a mating net. One of the pieces. You will lose the queen or get mated. King or queen? Choice is blacks. You want to get mated or lose the queen? Ramakrishnan, after analyzing the first five games, Korsunai Karpo, I am no longer scared allowing Nimzo Indian. E3 system gives fight. Yeah, that is the main line. That is the main line, Ramakrishna, E3 Nimzo Indian. So, Devers move correct. Congratulations, Devers. The correct move. You are forced. You lose the queen. Now, a check. You cannot take the pawn. Wins the queen. So, he will come king. Now, queen check. Now, queen check. Sorry, queen check. So, he has to come here. Now, queen check. You cannot come. It is a checkmate. Checkmate. So, now, check. And this is also mate. So, all this is forced. Check. You cannot take the pawn. So, only move. If you come here, mate in one. Check. You protect the queen. Check. You cannot come. You cannot come. Mate in one. Check, checkmate. So, yeah. The next diagram. king d3, king d5, queen h3, g8, knight g4, and pawn a4. Black rook f7, pawn b4 c6. b4 and c6. This is the position. White to play and win. Mate. Mating net. Yes, yes. That is correct. 78 match was very dramatic. Korchnoi and Karpov were deadlocked 5 and 5. 5-5. Then Karpov won the last game. No, 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 not any three. Not correct. You get mated or you lose the queen. Here. Ramakrishna. Correct answer. Knight check. Forced to take. Now check. You cannot come because checkmate. You cannot bring the rook because it is a checkmate. So only move. And you lose the queen. And wherever you go here, queen check, queen is gone. And on this move, also queen is gone. Queen check, you go only move, some check, winning the queen. This is winning position. So, knight check, force, queen check, you cannot interpose. It is a checkmate. The only move, check, and winning. So, very well. Okay. So, I go to the next diagram. King f2, then pawn a6, c6, and h2, h3, h6, bishop a5, and knight a4. White to play, white to play and draw. White has two advanced pawns, but no piece. But white can draw the game. It is a very tricky and difficult one. So I want to improve your imagination. It looks no chance for white. What white can draw? This will not help. Now if we play king g3, you know, I think this should be enough. Now king takes pawn. He will just, because the knight is watching, the king will come. It is winning. It is winning. The knight will come and win one by one. So it is not correct. Yes, the king f3, it is also not correct, doing nothing. It is one and the same thing. After bishop here, it is winning. So where is a win? Draw. White wants to draw the game. It doesn't matter. King g3, king f3, you lose quickly. Where is the draw? Eh? a7, a7 is not a problem. a7 not a problem. Bishop check will win. Bishop check, you go anywhere, I'll take the pawn. King e2, king e2 does not work. King e2 does not work. I will play bishop. Pawn push knight, winning. Easy win. So where is the draw? दो एडवांस पान है, कुछ तो करो भाई, कुछ तो करो. kg1, kg1 does not work. Kg1 does not work. Bishop check, king here, and now bishop here. Now you play pawn push. I guess kg1 does not work. Kg1, I should play knight here. Now pawn push, knight here. It should be enough. No more stalemate. kg1 does not work. Knight here, pawn push, knight. Or you push the pawn, then knight here. Enough. The knight controlling both pawns. kg1 does not work. Knight b6 wins. The beauty of the position is that it is stalemate. Stalemate is the key. Virabhadra Singh, your idea is correct, but execution is wrong. Do not go to kg1. kg1 loses to knight. Pawn push. Bishop check. King. Bishop takes pawn and now pawn push. Now pawn push, the only move. And now king. And next, you go knight here, I will come. So you give, that is whatever you do, it is lost. You go knight here, I come here. You have to, suppose you move knight, I will just queen. Draw. So the whole point is your bishop must be pushed to a bad square here, and now knight. You cannot take it. You cannot do. So it is lost only. I mean, draw only. Draw. Okay, next. These are very, very simple positions, but at the same time, very tricky. Okay, king g4, king d4, rook f3, pawn f2, and bishop. White to play. अब ये pawn queen हो रहा है. Yes, both stream. I am using chess base only. I am using chess base 12. Actually, best I like chess base 9. But then I don't have chess base 9. So chess base 12 is okay. Pawn queen हो रहा है. करना क्या है भाई? White to play and draw. Where is Ramakrishna? चला गया. White to move. Yes, white to move and draw. Pawn is queening. Rook s3, how does it help? Rook s3, I will play queen. This check is correct. It is rook d3, not e3. Rook d3, forced king. Now, if you make a queen or rook, it's a stalemate. Queen or rook is a stalemate. You have to make a knight. No, you have to make it a knight. But then, one of the pieces is lost. Okay. Now, here nc5. Then, pawns. Okay, queen. Pawn. White to play and draw. Which academy you should join? No, I don't know. Are you from Gujarat, Mohit? Gujarat or Maharashtra? Mohit, which state you are from? Rajasthan. Rajasthan, I think not many chess academy, not many chess academy. Only Vikas Sahu is organizing, the only organizer there. But there are so many online tournaments you play. राजेंद्र तेली and Vikas Sahu का academy है. And they are doing tournaments. There are so many online academy and tournaments you can join. You subscribe Gujarat State Chess in this academy. There are so many online tournaments. You join Gujarat State Chess Association online. Okay, मोहित स्ट्रीम सेस ND7. ND7 तो वो आएगा अभी सब बचाएगा क्वीन. Yeah, okay, Birabhadra, you know the answer. You don't tell. I have done this in Bodaktel. I have done this Bodaktel. No, 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 not BB5. Not BB5 now. No, 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 no. This is the correct move. Here, this is the correct move. And now queens. Bishop takes queen. And here, knight e5. Suddenly the queen is trapped. I mean, I give a check first. And now knight. The queen is trapped. Queen is trapped. There is no good answer to this. Because king cannot go here. King cannot go here. So, here this is winning. So, but now bishop attacks queen. Now bishop attacks. Where I will do? Here. I think here you give a knight check again. Draw. So this is the correct answer. Queen. And now knight. The king cannot go to the square. King cannot go. You come here, I attack. You come here, I attack. Check. Now lost. Whatever you go. Lost. If you come here, lost. So whatever you do, it is lost. Okay. The queen is lost. Okay. Next. Yeah, I want a correct evaluation of the position. What is the thing? Can white win or is it a draw? Can white win or is it a draw? Mohit stream, you just subscribe to the channel. Gujarat, you on the internet, you see website of Gujarat State Session. You see the internet. You subscribe to the channel. This channel you subscribe, automatically you become a member. This position, is it a win for white or is it a draw? Please evaluate. Can white win or can white draw? There is no offline. You have to just join. You have to just simply subscribe. There is nobody will tell you, stop you. Nobody will know. You just subscribe. Mohit claims it is a win. Anybody says it is a draw or also agree with Mohit. Do everybody agree that white is winning or somebody says it can draw? Nobody is participating. I want an answer. Is white winning or it is a draw? Only one player says winning. You have to play, participate freely. Don't worry about the mistakes. इतना तो बताओ जीत रहा है क्या ड्रॉ है? Why all are silent? Is it a win or is it a draw? Okay, the correct answer. I am why people don't answer. Very simple. Can white draw or can white win? Om Desai and Mohit win. Actually, it is a draw. The correct answer is draw. But if there is a mistake, only white will win. Only if there is a mistake, white wins. The correct answer draw. For example, knight check. The king will come. Now, knight into bishop. Now the point is, now mechanically if you take, then white is winning. If you take, white is winning. Queen check, rook check, and king. No, 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 no. Here, I'm sorry. Here, mechanical if you take, I don't queen check. I will come rook here. You are forced to take and the rook is trapped. And white wins the game. So the whole point is ये मारा तो आप ये मारने से हार जाओगे. I will give a threat forcing you to take and the rook trap. But why you have to take mechanically? ये मारना जरूरी नहीं है. ये check and rook draw. अभी दोनों में से एक जाएगा. दोनों में से एक जाएगा. This is the correct answer. Knight h5, kd knight h5 you will come. What is kd6? What is kd6? इसमें क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. किंग d6 में क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं. You play kd6, rook will simply come. अब ये pawn चला जाएगा. So kd6 is not possible. Here the only move, but then here the correct move is rook. I mean here you take king into losing to rook. Forced. But without taking the knight, you should play rook check and draw. Draw. Okay. Mechanical moves. White to play and win. White wins. Mohit, the rook was trapped. You did not notice. I told that rook is trapped. Okay, I will go back again. First to solve this problem. White to play and win. Yes. Not. Not correct move. NC5 is not correct. Veerbhadra Singh, think again. कुछ नहीं होगा NC6 में क्या होगा NC6 I come here. What is that? हाँ क्या होगा Knight attacked. Pawn attacked. Not the best move. NC6 is not correct. The correct move is rook f1. This is the winning move. Give the rook free, but then you give a check, winning. This is the correct move. Rook f1, and black must take it, and then check only move check. But now if you play NC6 directly, it is not the correct move. Not the correct. And now rook f1, I may play rook into pawn. Check. Now take. This is not winning. The pawn, one pawn is enough. Not winning. So NC6 check, king will attack. You don't have time for this. Rook into pawn will come. This will come. So the correct move is rook f1. Rook f1 is only correct move. You are forced to take. कोई trick नहीं चलेगा. Now check only square. Check. Now block. Block and win. One last diagram. Okay. Mohit says that he was not convinced. I told you the simple answer. I told you, you are not focusing. King g3, king f5. Now the pawns were like this: a4, a6. Okay, the position is a5, king g3, king c7, king f6. Pawn a5, e4. I guess this is the position. Rook, knight. So this is the one I told you. This is simple knight check. And now rook check is a draw. I just come here, it's a draw. He is going to lose the knight or the pawn. I am going to take the pawn or the knight. So draw. But after the check take, Here, instead of rook check, if you take it, it is lost. Oh, sorry, rook, I have put it wrong way. The rook is somewhere here. Yeah. Now here, this wins. Your take, but the rook is trapped now. You are failing to notice this. The rook is trapped. Now, okay, this pawn is weak, and now all this thing fails. All this will fail. Enough. He will win one by one. One by one. So you fail to notice rook is trapped. One last diagram. White to play and win. White to play and win. Not correct. Not correct. Mohit, not correct. Both answer wrong. You can give a threat. When the knight comes to here, the only one threat. I will just play rook to c8. Enough. My rook at c8 is enough. Yeah, this is the correct. Desai correct. Now ND6, and now don't play queen. You attack this. First you attack, because if you queen, then he will take and rook will come to c6. Now this is a wrong move. Who is this on the side? It is a wrong answer, because I will take it. I will take, and when you play, this is enough to draw. So the correct move here is to attack the rook first. Rook cannot go to c6. So he will play some move, and now queen, and now this winning. Or you can give a check. It hardly matters. You can give a check. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now queen and then this. So the execution has to be correct. Don't make the queen now. You attack. You first attack. Now if you do knight c6, first you play knight e4 attack, and then only you can win. Don't, if you queen, it is a draw. Okay, friends. So I have done enough of end game. Now I will do some middle game positions. This is a repetition. I have already done this, but it is a repetition. It is white to play and win. No, it is black to play. This is already a repetition. I don't want to do repetition because it is already I have done this. This have four wins. So this position, it is black to play. This is also a repetition, but I hope you find it. Black to play and win. Yes, Birabhadra right. Rook f1 wins. If you take rook into queen, it is a draw. It is a draw. Not correct. So here rook into, this is the winning. King into rook into is winning. After rook into, simply he is paralyzed. This is the correct one. Queen e7, the knight check, and now rook check and mating net. This will lead to mating net. Checkmating threat. But if you do all the, if you play here, if you play rook into queen, it's a draw. This is a bad move. Now, oh, I have somewhere rook into d8. This is draw. So well done, Birabhadra Singh. So white to play and win. अरे ये क्या हो रहा है ये तो मूव दिखा दिया ऑलरेडी. दिस इज बैड. दिस इज बैड. सो E5, दिस इज द स्पेस क्लियरेंस. ये ये सब बंद हो रहा है ये जो है ना. दिस इज this is going to be bad. White to play. This is just bad. H4, Yan to just attack. If you place H5, this is serious weakness is coming. So this open the line. The H4 is very strong. This does not work. Rook into B7 coming. So finish. So the means what I meant to say in exchange variation, Polyvas variation of exchange variation Grunfeld, the H4 H5 comes. So it is not always correct to king in the center, but Here h4 was correct move. Black to play. Black to play. Hello, Parth Kuntal Rawal. The simple moves. This looks so obvious. This is so obvious. This is ND5. This is bad move. Here, this position is completely maybe equal. This is simply correct move. Now, after playing Queen B6, there is no danger. The why it is not because you need to guard. You need to watch the square because the sacrifice is coming. No, sorry, the sacrifice is coming, and this rook check. That is why the queen is in a right place in the rank. Or what am I doing here today? The queen is in right place in this line. This is losing. The correct move is queen. So now queen here, rook bishop into pawn wins. Check. Finish. If the queen was here, I could have defended. This is the point. This is the point that a player should notice the danger. Now you have to come and now queen into and liner mate. How should black play now? Now black played the move pawn into. This is a bad move. Natural move. Now pawn into pawn is bad. Why? White is winning the game. Players must be vigilant about the threat. Why this is bad? Pawn takes pawn. What is so great about white position? White is winning the game. How? Okay, what happens is now he can give pawn into and after queen f5 another bad move. Series of bad moves. This is all black's plan, the queen, but now there comes rook. Forced and now lovely knight check. Bishop into sacrifice and winning. Now pawn into is a mate. If you play pawn into, it will lead to checkmate. Or if you play bishop into, anyway bishop comes. Mate. So here the point is you have to understand technical problems here. Now instead of playing bc3, you should have played queen f5 directly. And the position black is better now because now the bishop cannot move. The queen is lost. So a4 is forced, and now a6, and now this is a better position for black. So position is not wrong. Your judgment, going greedily to win material, thinking that it is lost, very bad move. Queen a5 was correct move. After the greedy move, it is lost. Okay. Who's this position? It is black to play. What should black do now? Hello, Joel Patel. Yeah, it is a Benoni. It is a Benoni structure only. Not NG4. Planning BD4. NG4 planning BD4. Now here Queen E1 is bad. Now Rook E8 is better. Queen E1. Why Queen E1? Because the threat of bishop check, and then knight check is coming. So he wants to guard Queen E1. That now Rook here is bad position for black. White. Now this position is bad. So he plays instead bad, further bad. And now the point is, you do not have to retreat the knight. You can take with the pawn because queen cannot take it. Bishop is there. So this is winning. I am allowing this knight. Then bishop check and queen check. So S3 was a further bad move. Winning. Or you come here also, it loses. It loses also queen check, mate. So the whole point is opening the line that this is a critical moment. Take, and S3 you take the pawn. Okay, next. Black to play. Gary Vai Kasparov and Miguel Nasdorf. Nasdorf played here. Queen coming there. Idea. Now Rook is coming. So here White should play. What should White do now? White to play. A typical theme. I've introduced you Botvinnik Pomar, then Geller Pilnik. I've introduced the theme in several games. Yes, Benko and Benoni are very good sisters. Good sisters, Benko Benoni. They go together very well. Modern Benoni and Benko, a fantastic aggressive report. The theme is simple. I told you, Keres versus Rubin Fine, Botvinnik versus Pomar, Geller versus Pilnik. The theme D5 and now E5. Finish. Now by giving the material, White has activated his pieces and now threat. Whatever you do, you play knight c4 and this is winning. Bishop d4 is coming. So h4 is coming. So here now bishop discover attack. Only move queen, winning the game. I have showed you this theme. ये जो theme है, I showed you many times. 4-5 games I showed you. Now d5 and e5. Okay. For example, Botvinnik Pomar. For example, H नहीं क्या बात कर रहा है. See, ये जो है on push, then seizing a central square, giving a pawn, but seizing a square. Geller Pilnik, same thing. Seizing a central square, f4. Knight is I have seized the square and then rolling the pawns, winning. Yes, that's great. Magnus used this idea. There are several themes. Seizing a central square, Keres Rubin fine. The same theme you can go on Keres Rubin fine. So many games. Now the point is here h6 was a bad. See, this is here. What is this? This is a bad move. H6 was a bad move. The white gives this because when you do not weaken the castle position for no reason, because this is a self goal. So you know what is he thinking? I will return and then he will take the pawn. But I don't have to return. Now white queen has access and the pawn is coming further. He has lost position. The pawn is anyway gone. The only move. Winning. So never weaken the king position without a reason. Now the point is the plan. The white has a better position. What is better about white position? White has a superior minor piece and the badly placed knight, and the king is also not good. Not good. No active king, queen, and the king is also. So white will win the game. You cannot win with this some tricks. The whole point is the king should reach this area, this area, this area. So how does he do that? King f2. Now improve. He wants to give some queen check. No queen check. Now the king will go. So you see the plan. The king wants to enter and then only we can win. He wants to go for the pawn. This is an unimportant pawn because bishop is protected. It is too late. Too late. Very well played. White's two pawns are useless pawn. This pawn cannot win this pawn. So he tries to hold on. Check because there is a fork. I can't push the pawn. There is a knight fall. So get rid of this. Check. Winning. Now pawn will fall also. Now check and this is falling. The bishop will control Zugzwang. The bishop will control both the pawns. Your pawn moves will run out. Zugzwang. So friends, I think one more position. I want to give you one more position. Rather two more position. This is simple plan. A simple plan. This is I have to get rid of this. Queen h5 wins. You know the position is here. This is the position. Queen h5 wins. Mate threat. The only move. You play g6. It is bad. g6. It is bad. The queen will come with idea knight h5. f5. Knight into. Bishop into. This is a bad move. This is bad. I will sacrifice. You know, after the move, sacrifice followed by a4. I take queen into, then a4 and rook a3. Now this is bad. I take, and now the knight is falling also. So you cannot do that. You have to take rook into knight. But then now black is winning because black extra piece returns. The point is queen and knight a mate threat. A knight check and queen is coming to mate or mate. So wonderful. You cannot control c2 now. After this knight check, the king is mated. Mated here or mated here. Anyway. So I guess one more position I give you. One more position. The position it is white to play. White to play and win. Last position for today. I like the game. This position a wonderful thing. Very beautifully played by Bill Lombardi. William Lombardi. Cello position. Last position on this session. White to play. What is the winning plan? Abhi, basically, you have got an active rook. Now your king is not active, so you have to make the king active. अब ऐसा कुछ फायदा नहीं है, आपको किंग को कैसा एक्टिव करना है, दैट इज ऑल. Active king, active rook wins. Your rook is already active, so the win is achieved by playing this one. You have to take, okay, rook check, and now pawn push. Okay, if you come here, this is no issue. I will play rook here and push. So rook check here, now push the pawn. Active king. Now pawn into pawn. If you play, king will activate. King will activate easily, winning. So he comes rook, check, king. King should win. Zugzwang. Now it is Zugzwang. Now I will play rook. I run out of pawn moves. Check, centralize. Now the rook is active. The rook, passive king. Zugzwang it will come. King. And now enter. Winning the king. King pawn ending is lost. And a series of force moves. There, this is not got some help or something. So I would leave this now, friends. Thank you very much. In the afternoon session, I will give more difficult studies. Today morning session, the studies were much lower, much easier. It was meant for players below 16, 17. Afternoon session studies will be much more harder. Okay. And also I will do some middle game themes, middle game positions from master play. So see you back at 2:30. तब तक सबको मेरा नमस्कार. Bye.